All right, let's just pick it up. I'm just curious why you did the show. Did you not know Louis Theroux? Did you think it would be something else? Are you pleased with the way you came over?
So I had no idea who Louis Theroux was. I thought it was a very, very fun experience. I've even texted him since saying that, you know, I enjoyed making it, and the backlash I've received from it, I also enjoy that as well, because I've got, you know, I can just rage bait people in my DMs, which I enjoy doing anyway.
I mean, look, as I was saying to you when we tried to start this, what you want to do with your life is entirely down to you. It's no impact on me whatsoever. And if you had a son who turned out to be gay, you would disown him, you said.
No, my actual life ambition, right, genuinely since young, is to grow up, make money, retire my mum, meet a nice girl from a good family, then have a gay child who fucks other guys. That's what I want. So I genuinely want that. I also want him to go out on the weekend and put makeup on and you know, dance around in the gay strips.
That's what he works so hard for.
Listen,
no, I want that.
I can hear your fan base cheering you on. I know what you're doing. It's the double down, treble down. In fact, I saw some of your posts on social media before you did this interview. I'm going to own everything.
I mean, I feel like even if a man doesn't persecute himself for that, no man wants that.
No.
That's why
most men don't.
Yeah, there is a weird leftist side of, you know, TikTok and Instagram and all that really they want that. They prefer, like, I'd rather raise them gay.
I'm going to double down. I'm going to play that game. Fuentes did that a bit with me. And you know what I think?
You know what, bro? There's not a game.
By the way, I'm not your bro, Harrison. Call me Piers. I'll call you Harrison.
What, you don't want to be my bro?
I'm not your people's nigga. I'm not your bro.
It's not what he
Don't bro me. I'm not your bro.
Goddamn
Harrison. I'm not your bro.
I don't really want to be your bro, mainly because I have two bros of my own. One of whom was an army colonel, and one of whom is an excellent man as well. However, let me just ask you what you said in the documentary. You clearly actually would, by your own admission, disown a son who said they were gay. And yet your mother, you said, hates people that are racist, sexist, homophobic, and so on. Why be so brazenly homophobic if your own mother, who you clearly love and respect and care about, if she's so against that, why would you be so happy to be brazenly homophobic?
I wouldn't say I'm homophobic.
You would disown a child for being gay. That's about as homophobic as it gets.
First of all, that's an inaccurate term.
What?
Homophobic. Phobia is a fear.
Right. Of homosexuals.
Right. He ain't homophobic. He's a homo hatred or something like that. Something different.
Homo patriot.
Right, something like, but it's a phobia? Come on, man. Arachnophobia. That's a phobia. You know, allegoraphobia. I think, no, xenophobia. There we go. I'm sorry.
That's your opinion, and in my opinion, that's not homophobic.
It's a fact of what homophobia is.
Okay. You have different beliefs. I don't care what your belief is. If you grow up,
no, we don't actually.
You work your whole life.
We both come from the same belief, which is we were brought up by mothers who did not share this view. So actually, we're very similar. It's just you've taken a weird turn where your mother, who hates homophobia, has got a son who actually thinks it's perfectly okay to say you would disown your own child, your own son, if they said they were gay. And
would you be happy if you raised your son and your son came out gay? Would you be happy, Piers? Would you be happy, Piers, if you had one child, one son?
Care less.
You wouldn't care?
No.
Okay, then that's your beliefs. Me and you have totally different beliefs.
I would not disown my son, but I would not be happy. It's no way. It's not gonna be happy.
So let's go back a little bit.
I still love him.
I was confused for a second. So going back to the beginning, he was saying that he would mind if he had a gay son. Now it's all coming out, evidently in his documentary or his book that he wrote, that he said he would give away his son, or he would disown his son if his son was gay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he ain't messing with it.
Got you. Okay.
I know that you're trying to double down on this point.
Yeah, but Harrison, why do you think your belief does not constitute homophobia?
Piers, we can all have a push and a shove. You might not agree with some of my points. I don't agree with some things that you do and the way that you act.
That's fine.
And I don't need to go into them. But if you want me to, and you want this to turn into something that it doesn't need to be, then we can all have a push and a shove.
I'm genuinely interested in how you felt this Netflix show went and the things that Louis Theroux had you saying on camera.
What I do with my children is up to me.
Of course. Okay? Of course.
I don't agree with you going to Epstein's Island and having freak-offs with Ghislaine Maxwell and the rest of them. But I don't need to bring it up because this is about misogyny and everything like this.
Harrison,
okay?
Harrison,
okay? I don't agree with that, sir.
Just to be clear.
Freak-offs on the island.
Yes, nor do I. And as is a
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Do you want
Are you sure? I love British people beefing
with the accents.
Are you sure? You bitch ass nigga.
I said he didn't say that, man. It's short of that.
Keep doing this. You'll make yourself look very stupid.
Are you sure, Piers?
That I've never been to Jeffrey Epstein's island. I'm 100% positive. I never met the man. Never went to his island. I met Ghislaine Maxwell for 5 minutes at a book club. If you've got any supplementary,
mentioned a lot of times.
No problem.
A lot of times in there, sir.
I have no problem. You're not. I don't think. If I say this very respectfully, I don't think you're very well informed about things like that, or you wouldn't go there because it's.
Why are you in the files?
Why don't you check the 27 references to me in the files?
Why are you in the files, sir? Very close to these types of people.
Go and check. And all your followers, you can. The great thing about the Epstein files, you can put somebody's name in. And you
like to compare me to Tate and Myron and everyone else. So,
Harrison,
because my name is close to them in the manosphere. But if I compare you to Epstein and Maxwell, you have a clear problem with it.
No problem.
Sir, you compare me to Myron and all the others in this homophobic, misogynistic, whatever world. I'm comparing you to Epstein then, because you're in his files.
Harrison.
Exactly.
You're making yourself look an even bigger idiot than you did on the Netflix show.
Oh, really? Really? Yes. To people like you, sir, I don't mind that. You make yourself look like an idiot every single day when your wife is at home posting pictures that you're out and she wants to get used like a toy by a big black man who is cleaning her car. Is that why you have a problem with me? Is that why you're pushing this homophobic narrative? Because I'm the big black man.
Hold on, so many things that just baffled me.
Just went off the rails real quick.
Most importantly, he's a big black man.
Well, I mean, he probably mulatto
or something. Very slight. I don't think he's ever so slight. Anyway, let's let it play out.
Your wife while you are on holiday. Okay, we can all have a push and a shove, sir. Let's go back to talking about the documentary and less of the homophobia.
Do you know what? Here's what I think about you.
Go on.
I watched the documentary. I think you're a fucking idiot. I think you're a sexist, misogynist, homophobic twerp who got exposed in a global way by Netflix, by Louis Theroux, for what you are. You're a little half-wit, and you'll make your little followers
don't get rattled.
Have a little laugh and everything else. But I don't see any point wasting. There's no point me wasting my time talking to you. Is there? What's the point?
Exactly. No. Do you know what? Let's chill it down then, because what I just said. There's 50 more things that we can have a stupid back and forth and try and one-up each other.
I don't
just
care
talk
about
to me normally. Talk to me normally. Talk to me normally.
I don't care about your silly insults.
But what do you mean you don't care? What do you mean you don't care? What I said is facts. I have a picture of it. I can flip it around and show you right now.
I couldn't care less about your silly little insults. It's like a 2-year-old. Why would I care?
A 2-year-old? A 2-year-old? Listen, sir, I don't know why you come on and you talk like you're holier than thou. As soon as you're away,
all right,
who's this? Applications are open.
All right, let's just
that's your ting, bro. That's your girl.
Let's end this, please.
Cooked.
You know what? I'm not doing this. Sorry, guys. It's pointless.
Damn, son, he walked up his own show.
He took the rest of the evening off. If you don't know what's going on right now, there's a real British beef. They're British. They're having problems with the spotted dick.
All right, with the strong accents.
Yeah, they mad. Piers Morgan, apparently he got some cuck in him. I don't know if you can say that word.
I don't think so, son. His wife a freak.
His wife, so, allegedly.
Cool.
If you're not familiar, Netflix has a new documentary on the Manosphere, and this gentleman here,
Harrison Sullivan.
Harrison,
yeah.
So Harrison was, some people say, made to look foolish within the Netflix documentary. I've yet to see it. I'm probably going to watch it later on this evening.
Yeah, we're probably
if you guys like this video, I'll double back on it. We can come back around. Anyway, this led to him being interviewed on Piers Morgan show. a journalist who one would consider at one time or another hard-hitting and controversial and willing to address the hard issues. Apparently, so is his wife.
Hard hitting,
right,
and taking all the issues.
Are willing to address the hard issues. This pissed him off to the extent that the man walked off of his own program, his own podcast, and it looked bad for him. It looked bad. He went in with the intention of giving the Manosphere, the Red Pillions, an L, but the Red Pill struck back.
Yes.
All right. Well, the title of this video, coming from the luscious, delectable Reba TV. Piers Morgan, rage quits.
Tell you everything about yourself. And granted, it's a debate. They're both like taking shots at one another. But he kept, standing very strongly on this wife narrative, right? So I'm sure viewers who, didn't have all of the information behind whatever were kind of like, why do you keep talking about this man's wife? Like, what do you know?
Here's what I think about you.
Right.
I watched the documentary. I think you're a fucking idiot. I think you're a sexist, misogynist, homophobic twerp who got exposed in a global...
Not a twerp.
A twerp.
How dare he call me a twerp?
Cut it out.
That's what's up. They should smack each other with white gloves. Yo, I'm gonna I know the British will stab you in your heart. I'm acutely aware of that, but I can't be upset. Like, I can't see myself beefing with a British dude and it can't hit.
Slap each other with white gloves.
You can see that the other guy is getting a little bit disturbed. Like, all right, you're taking it a little bit too far now. Let's not cross this line, which is an interesting take based off of the fact that he, was coming for this man's wife, right? So if he's calling you, a fool or foolish, you should also be able to take it. But it's almost like he was saying, like, you might want to chill because of whatever card it is that he had, like, in his back pocket, ready to draw at any moment.
What I just said, there's 50 more things that we can have a stupid back and forth and try and mark each other. Just talk to me normally. Talk to me normally. Talk to me normally.
See what I'm saying? He's like, I'm telling you, brother. Okay, you heard.
Right, I'm trying to tell you.
Well, I'm giving you a pass.
You got a whole bag, in the house. The whole world know. You up here talking to me like I got it wrong. You got it wrong.
And you parading her around. It's your wife.
So the guy is like, what do you mean you don't care about that? I can turn my phone around and show you everything that I'm talking about.
A two-year-old. Listen, sir, I don't know why you come on and you talk like you're holier than thou. As soon as you're away, who is this? Applications are open.
All right,
that's your thing, bro. That's your girl.
Let's end this, please.
Cooked.
You know what? I'm not doing this. Sorry, guys. It's pointless.
Now, beyond the conversation.
That's real embarrassing. He had to calm down.
No, he didn't. He probably got on the phone like, you whore. Do you believe it just happened to me while I can't do that? I did English accents.
Right. He ain't say nothing to that bloke.
No.
He ain't say nothing to that bloke. I bet you he ain't go over there where he was at.
People were just baffled at the fact that Piers Morgan got up and walked off of his own show.
That's your team, bro. That's your girl.
Let's end this, please.
Cooked.
Listen to this, please.
I'm not doing this. Sorry, guys. It's pointless.
He had to regroup.
People
ready to go cry.
Debate. This clip obviously went viral, not only because of his wife, but it's like, oh, all this stuff must have really hit a nerve. What he said there must be some kind of truth or, factuality to these claims. You might have an insecurity there, right? The post that he had showcased in question was a picture of her where it has a sign and she's laying by the pool and it says, wanted pool boy, no experience needed. And then she put in the caption, applications now open.
She's your wife.
Oh, she's my wife? And she putting social media posts like this? Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem, son.
Now, it's important to note that post was made in 2022.
So?
Celia Walden, which is his wife,
and Piers
Morgan have been married since 2010.
Damn.
Okay? Because, while this speculation was coming out, a lot of people were like, well, maybe she had to have posted this stuff before she was married. She had to have posted this before and then he just didn't know of the past. No.
He know.
That was into the thick of it. 12 years in, she made a post like
He probably like it. He probably into that, you know what I'm saying? So probably got some Diddy in him.
Well, it's nothing to be embarrassed
about.
Went
the jizz on the nips, like, sure, babe, just bring him.
Don't say that, son.
Now, obviously, that exposed, the door to fly open because people went onto her Instagram and her social media and found a barrage of posts that are still sitting there. There was another picture that she had posted on her story that said, one thing led to another and whoops, in bed with Rupert. Now it seems that she does like interviews and celebrity interviews and stuff.
I don't
like
give a
that.
damn.
But why are you in the bed or alluding to being in a bed with another man while you were married? Right? And let's not forget, in the beginning of the argument with, Piers Morgan and, Harrison, the guy, he said, oh, you're just mad because I'm the type that she really likes. She has men who are washing her car that look like me. Let's get into that post. There was a picture. This was a picture that she had on her social media. And it's a picture of a guy in a Speedo washing her car. And the caption says, when the husband's away, Mr. Suds come to play. Then she put hashtag you missed a spot, hashtag everyday sexism, hashtag not an object, hashtag but I want to be.
Bent
That's
up.
OD. Hashtag not an object, but I want to be. She said to that man, objectify me, baby, while married. And it's bad enough that you're doing these things, but the fact that
he like it. The British is kinky. They like, they like their balls tied up and stuff like that.
Why say nothing about nobody's balls getting tied up?
I heard they like their balls tied up. They're like, oh
man,
honey, could you tie my balls? I'm gonna let you tie it. Could you tie my balls tonight?
With your scarf. We don't know that.
With a leather belt. Could you put it to the last hole, please? Around me balls.
Come on, man, leave him alone.
she is literally on public platforms while walking around toe to toe with this man, as his wife, is absolutely unbelievable.
Does she look happy?
Unbelievable.
Does she look happy?
Look at his face.
He look happy.
He
pumped. She looking for the new, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she looks where the pool boy at.
She got him.
She's trying to get back to the.
He tied up. She got him in the. She hooked him up for the evening.
We don't know, man.
She tied his balls, and now she looking for somebody else.
Got jizz running down her leg right now.
I bet he like it. I'm telling you, because Piers is the man. If he ain't want that, he ain't got to deal with that. Or he could be, I'm so liberal that,
right.
She's a person too, and she's allowed to have her thoughts and feelings. Yeah, on her own, nigga, not as long as her name Morgan out this month.
Right.
And you would think that I could stop here, but I can't because there's so much more. She had this post on her Instagram with the caption reading,
Lenny Kravitz will get him.
Lenny Kravitz will beat and knock her down. Yeah.
Lenny's brilliant memoir, and thinking back to a sunny Saturday in Paris, he'd taken a 3-year vow of abstinence at the time. Shame. She then has a picture.
She was like, damn.
Shit, Lenny probably not. Look, man.
You don't want that wild box. You don't tie my balls up.
Chill, man.
With that.
Rob Lowe.
With Rob Lowe, and it says, if anyone's distracting enough to make you slice half your own head off, it's Mr. Lowe. Don't rush home, Piers. She then posted why we all need a BBF, which is a best boyfriend, and talked about how they're good company, and literally was a part of an article about it because of the fact that Piers Morgan doesn't believe that women should have male friends to that capacity because there can be some form of intimacy there. So she kind of threw him out there and was like, I want to have male best friends, but he doesn't like it because, he thinks that they all want to be intimate with me.
They do. You're not that interesting.
100%.
Nobody want to hang out with you.
Hear your whack ass jokes.
I'm going to tell you why. The first time if dudes are all hanging out and one of them start acting like a woman, nobody wants to hang out with him. You say he acting like a little, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's be real. Nobody want to hang out with you. You know what they want.
You know what they want. If they hanging out with her, we know what they want.
He's just patient. He just playing a different game. That's all.
Well, honey, I think we all think that too. And more than them, I think you might be the one in question. I think you actually might be the one that has the actual problem. Not even these men.
Nah,
it's got to be you, because if you're doing all this stuff out in the open, I can imagine when you are around these people how flirtatious you are with them.
Mm-hmm.
And the only reason why probably most of the time these men are not crossing the line, if they're not, is because of them having respect for your marriage more than you do. Up until literally last year, June, she posted a picture of all of these, servicemen or whatever kind of men holding her up, and saying, oh, thank you for your service.
Son, this single lady stuff, not only single lady, promiscuous single lady stuff, not saying she's acting on any of this, But even, she might as well.
The dude,
the disrespect is the same.
Yes, absolutely. And this is a married woman.
Yeah, she might as well do the gangbang. You got the three of them. It's the same disrespect.
The dude in the middle was holding up like this.
Right. He got it by the cheek. Well, it's kind of flat. It's kind of hard to tell where the cheek starts. But he got about something not supposed to be touching. Want somebody's wife?
We don't.
Obviously, in some kind of like, again, flirtatious manner or whatever.
The short guy going last. He going last. He like, damn. I'll take what I can get.
Stop.
Thank you for your service. Obviously, in some kind of like, again, flirtatious manner or whatever the case is. And it's so interesting to me because it brings up, in the discourse of Red Pill, right? Now, again, I have not watched the documentary yet. I have every plan to watch the documentary. After I watch it, we can also discuss that as well. But I'm just going to go off of what I know Red Pill to be, right? Or the Manosphere to be in my own regard, right? My own opinions on that. One thing that I can say for sure is that the men who are in, Red Pill kind of spaces or have like Manosphere thinking or Red Pill kind of thinking, if they are not extremists, their women don't act like this, first of all.
Hell no.
No.
Okay? You won't see men who are involved in any kind of Red Pill, whatever, and have their women embarrassing them or humiliating them to any kind of degree.
Hell no.
Be cut off like lunch meat.
Right. That's the founding principle.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to deal with this.
I don't have to deal with this.
And that's not about, abusing her in any way.
No.
Just get away from that. You don't have to deal with that at all. And
Sabotage.
on any level, not even for a second. And I'm not even a Red Pill guy, but you don't have to deal with this. That's why I think he must like it. He might be into it.
Piers Morgan got dough. He got clout.
He got a name.
He got a name, popularity, all that. Man, he ain't got to deal with that. So evidently he must like it.
He like it.
He must like it. Because for real, like the first time he got an inkling of it, be like, what? I go give me two more.
You're such a twit. How you say whole bag?
I don't know how you say whole bag in British, man.
You won't see it. And if you see it, it will be very extremely rare. What's interesting to me is that the men who get humiliated the most are the men who are the women defenders.
I think you're a sexist, misogynist, homophobic twerp.
The men who are like, oh, you guys are misogynistic and patriarchal, and the woman should be first, and the woman should be the leader, and we're
Barack Obama ass. We know what it is. Yep. He one of them, man. He fall in that category.
I don't know why you took a shot at Barack, but kind of.
Oh, yeah. Barack one of them, too.
Kind of. A little bit. Take it easy.
Yeah.
She talk a little greasy.
What?
Like, but to be fair, it is a trait of, let's say, left thinkers. The Republicans, you don't even hear their wives.
No, not really. Until they pass away, like Charlie Kirk.
Melania ain't got nothing to say.
Nothing.
They just dropped a movie about her, and she basically sit back and watch Trump. The whole movie.
Stay in her lane.
Yeah. You don't hear that Barbara Bush? Never heard. I don't even know what Barbara Bush's voice sound like.
Little dude.
That's it.
Sound like
Last one that even said anything. She said 3 words. It was Nancy Reagan. Just say no.
That's it.
That's the last Republican.
And then she went in the back and closed the door.
That's it. He's like, and I heard she had the jawbone. So I heard allegedly.
Nobody said.
Allegedly, she was doing Ronald bad. They said.
What?
They said back in the days before. Well, now she was doing Ronald bad. They said before she got on, because Ronnie was a big time.
Yeah, he's an actor. Yeah.
They said she was in the Hollywood circles. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but she called Ronnie. She had the crazy one. You see how loose her neck was,
son.
Like anytime you have men who are speaking in that regard, you always have their women humiliating them.
Allegedly.
Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles, coochie, balls.
He's like washing the dishes and vacuuming him, and she's using terminology like good boy. Yeah, as it should be. Like, just emasculating things.
Luxury vehicles.
So
right, and there's nothing wrong with him cleaning or whatever. Like, what's the kick in the head
with the little captions?
Yeah. What's the kick?
Good boy, like a tap.
If he did that to her,
oh my God.
Right. That's right. Good girl. That's right. Clean that up.
You better clean it up.
Even if he was kidding, they give him. Oh my God.
They're tear him.
Oh my God. But she get to kick him on the ass after doing that other stuff. He like it. He's telling you, he like it. His balls is in the. You ever take a belt, pull it to the bottom?
No.
for Piers Morgan,
vehicles, violence.